The kitchen smelled faintly of sawdust and fresh paint as I tightened the last pipe under the sink, my arms streaked with grime. It was a Saturday, and I'd been at it all morning, ripping out the old vinyl flooring in our 3-bedroom starter home, a fixer-upper Catherine and I had bought a few years back. I'm David, a renovation guy by trade, and this place was my slow burn project. Catherine had been nagging about finishing the kitchen by summer. New swanky vinyl planks, a backsplash she'd picked out, the works. 7 years married, we'd had our rough patches, but I figured we were solid. Lately though, she'd been off late nights at work, always on her phone, stepping out for calls. I chalked it up to stress from her job, maybe her promotion. I wanted to surprise her with the kitchen. Give her something to brag about. Tools were scattered everywhere, and I was halfway under the cabinet when the front door creaked open. Too early for Catherine. She was at brunch with her sister, Helen. Their laughter drifted in, and I was about to crawl out and say hi when Helen's hushed voice stopped me cold. Have you told him you're moving out next month? My heart slammed to a halt. I gripped the wrench, knuckles whitening as Catherine's laugh, sharp, unfamiliar, cut through. No way, she said. I need to secure my promotion first, then take half the accounts. She sounded smug, proud even, explaining how she'd wait for the salary bump, 20 grand a year, before bolting. Helen asked if she worried I'd catch on. David. Catherine snorted. He's too busy fiddling with his tools to see what's right in front of him. Predictable. He'll be crushed, but he won't fight back. I lay there frozen as she detailed her plan. An apartment already secured, stuff stashed at Helen's, a secret bank account. 7 years and she saw me as a clueless grunt, good for hammering nails and not much else. They moved to the living room, plotting timelines, after her parents' anniversary party of course, so she wouldn't look like the bad guy. She'd drain our joint accounts, leave me flat. We had 15 grand saved for fertility treatments. Her pose made it tough, or so she'd said. Now I wondered if that was a lie too, just another way to milk me. They left after 20 minutes, off to shop or whatever. I dragged myself out, trembling, staring at the half-torn kitchen. Rage and hurt churned, but her words echoed. He won't fight back. She was wrong. I'd make her regret underestimating me. I finished the flooring that day, every nail driven with venom. When she got home at 6, all smiles. Wow, David, this looks amazing. I played dumb, forced a grin. We ate Chinese takeout on the couch, her cuddling up like nothing was wrong. She even initiated sex, a rare move that felt like a twisted act. I went along, every touch burning, plotting in silence. After she slept, I slipped to the porch at 3 a.m. and texted Anthony, my night owl buddy. Hey, big emergency. Marriage meltdown. Need to talk. He replied instantly, tomorrow lunch, usual place. I had a mission now, gather evidence, strike first. Back inside, I cracked her laptop. Password still her childhood pet's name plus 12. Her emails were clean, but our joint accounts showed months of sneaky transfers, $200, $300 at a time, thousands total. I snapped pics, my hands shaking. By 4 a.m., I crashed on the couch, seething but focused. She thought I was blind. She'd see. Sunday, I kept renovating, acting normal as she kissed me goodbye for work. The second she left, I nearly broke, but I held it together. I met Anthony at lunch, spilling everything. He didn't blink. Hit back harder than she expects, he said, chomping his burger. She thinks you're a pushover. Prove her wrong. He gave me a lawyer's name. Amber, tough as nails. Don't tip your hand yet, he warned. Get everything ready. Surprise is your edge. That night, Catherine texted about a late work dinner, bullshit probably. I opened a personal account, booked Amber for Wednesday, and dug through documents, taxes, mortgage, all of it. Behind the fridge I found her old journal. 2 months of her exit plan, feeling trapped, charmed by Ryan at work, stalling fertility to avoid complications. I nearly ripped it apart. Tuesday, she left early for a presentation. I called in sick, photographed valuables, electronics, furniture, grandma's antiques, and screenshotted account balances. The kitchen was almost done, sink and backsplash left. She came home giddy, raving about hosting a dinner party, oblivious to my quiet fury. Wednesday I met Amber. She flipped through my evidence, impressed I'd caught this preemptively. In some states, if she drains the accounts first, you're screwed proving it, she said. You're ahead. I transferred half our savings, $37,000 to my new account, keeping it fair. Thursday, I caught her planner. Meeting Janine at 1 p.m., Helen's friend, an expert at fleecing exes. I installed a monitoring app on our laptop, finished the backsplash, and saw emails confirming her lease. Move in 4 weeks. Anthony dropped by with pizza and beer. She's counting on predictable, he said. Shatter that. Catherine got home glowing, promotion done by Monday. She winked. Life's about to get easier. I grinned, thinking 3 days. Friday, I stashed grandma's jewelry at my parents', closed joint credit cards, opened my own, and got the fertility clinic to refund the $15,000 to me. I finished the kitchen, molding, lighting, caulking, perfect. Behind the sink cabinet, I hid a Ziploc with her damning convo, lease, transfers, journal entries, a time capsule of her betrayal. She came home, shrieked at the kitchen, snapped Instagram pics, suggested sushi. Then, in new red lingerie, she wanted to christen it. I stomached it, counting 2 days. Her emails to Helen mocked me. Kitchen's incredible. I'll enjoy it a bit before I move. Saturday, she planned a party to flaunt the kitchen. I moved personal stuff, baseball cards, tools, mementos, to Anthony's garage, changed my direct deposit. Guests arrived, Helen first, smug as hell. I grilled steaks, played host while Catherine bragged. She lied about fertility plans to friends. I nearly choked. Helen eyed me, expecting a blow-up. I smiled. One day, Sunday, demolition day. Rain pounded as I made coffee, eyeing my masterpiece kitchen. Catherine slept. I'd set my phone to record, lawyer docs ready, valuables safe. She woke at 9, prepping lasagna for her parents' noon visit. At 11, I angled the phone. Tom and Diane arrived, wet but cheery. Catherine gave a kitchen tour, beaming. Over lunch, Tom toasted her promotion. My cue. I've got an announcement, I said, calm. Found something under the sink last weekend. I played the 30-second clip. Helen's question, Catherine's cold reply. Silence. Forks froze. Diane's eyes teared. Tom's glass clinked down. What is this? He rasped. Catherine exploded. How dare you record me? It's illegal. She ranted, calling me manipulative. Diane whispered. Is it true? Catherine sobbed, crocodile tears, claiming I was awful, neglectful. I slid the folder out. Lease transfers texts. Tom flipped through, ashen. Diane gasped. Catherine pivoted. He's cheating. I showed Ryan's flirty texts. Tom stood. We're leaving. Diane glared at her daughter, touched my shoulder. Then chaos, Catherine shrieked. You can't abandon me. Tom turned on me. You humiliated her. Diane snapped. You set this up. She swung her purse, hitting my shoulder hard. I stumbled, rage flaring. I nearly swung back but froze. Handcuffs flashed in my mind. You all need to get out, I said, stepping back. Catherine screamed. This is my house. Diane raised her purse again. Tom's fists clenched. I'd had enough. I grabbed my .357 Magnum from the safe, not aiming, just showing it. Get out, I growled, pointing it at the floor. 5 seconds or I turn you into a sieve. Tom paled, dragged Diane out. Catherine shrieked. You're insane. Get out, I snarled. They fled in 10 seconds, her yelling. This isn't over. I slammed the door. Alone, thunder rumbling, I stood with the gun, heart racing. I nearly lost it. Her texts blew up. Rage, threats, please. I ignored them, packed my truck and left. The kitchen gleamed as I drove off, hers for now but not for long. Monday I filed for divorce with Amber. Catherine's spin failed against my evidence. The Magnum stunt was dicey, but I owned the house, my name, my rights. She showed up at Anthony's once, raging. He threatened cops. Days later, a for sale sign stood out front. Maybe she's broke, maybe haunted. Either way, I won. The next owners might find that Ziploc and her lies.